ముందుగా ప్రియమైన విద్యార్థులకు మరియు వారి తల్లిదండ్రులకు నమస్కారం. నా పేరు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ చైర్మన్. నేను ఈ రోజు 10th క్లాస్ విద్యార్థులను దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని మాట్లాడడం జరుగుతుంది. అది ఏమిటనగా, మనందరికీ తెలుసు, గత 2 సంవత్సరాలుగా కరోనా కారణంగా విద్యార్థులు ఎటువంటి పరీక్షలు రాయకుండానే పై తరగతులు పంపడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫలితంగా ఐఐటి జేఈ మరియు నీట్ లాంటి జాతీయ స్థాయి పరీక్షలను సాధించడం కష్టతరం అవుతుంది. దీనిని అధిగమించడానికి మరియు 10వ తరగతి పరీక్షలో అత్యధిక మార్కులు సాధించడానికి నేను మీ ముందుకు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ద్వారా అనుభవజ్ఞులైన అధ్యాపకులచే ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులు, హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్ మరియు గత ప్రశ్నపత్రాల సమాధానాల విశ్లేషణ ఇవ్వబడును. కాబట్టి నేను విద్యార్థులకు చెప్పదలుచుకున్నది ఏంటంటే, ఈ ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులను మరియు హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్లను క్లాస్ రూమ్లో కూర్చొని చదువుకున్నంత సీరియస్ చదువుకోవాలను. ఇంకొకటి ఏమిటనగా, ఈ యొక్క క్లాసులు విన్న వెంటనే అర్థం చేసుకొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయవలను. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం అంటే కేవలం చదవడం కాదు, పేపర్ మీద రాయవలను. అలాగైతే గుర్తుండిపోతుంది. దీంతో పాటు మీ యొక్క నాలెడ్జ్ని పరీక్షించుకునే కొరకు త్వరలో ప్రీ ఫైనల్ పరీక్షలు కూడా నిర్వహించబడు. ఈ యొక్క అవకాశాన్ని సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవాలని 10th చదివే విద్యార్థులకు విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తాను.
So the next experiment, can you guess? Yeah. So the next experiment we have done, once I'll repeat it. So we have first one, we have done the starch test, means for carbohydrate or any sugar. Next we have done the CO2, and next we have done for sunlight, means these are all raw materials do we need. Yeah, these comes as the raw material. This comes as raw material because with these raw materials only the photosynthesis is carried, isn't it right? Starch means it is already the present one we have done, okay, already present one in leaf. It present or not, okay, its presence is there or not we have done. And the next experiment is the oxygen, means this is the experiment for byproduct, okay, byproduct. So byproduct one, okay, byproduct means this is one presence of starch is there or not we have done, and these two are for the raw materials, okay. And next, whether the plant or any plant, ఏదైనా plant generally మనకు తెలియదు కదా, will be in a dilemma. ఆ ప్లాంట్ కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ తీసుకుంటుంది, ఇటు ఏమంటారు ఆక్సిజన్ ఇస్తుందా, does it release like that? We have some doubts, isn't it right? So for the all this, to put one check here, we have the experiment, okay, lively we can observe it, okay. సో మనలో ఎవరికైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే ప్లాంట్ ఆక్సిజన్ డస్ ఇట్ రిలీజ్ లైక్ దట్, ఓకే, we'll be having some doubts on it. So to prove that, we have some test, okay. So simply we call it as Hydrilla test or Hydrilla test. Have you seen anyone Hydrilla ma? Hydrilla తెలుసా? I think village people knows it, మనం కూడా చూసే ఉంటాం కానీ మర్చిపోయి ఉంటాం. Hydrilla plant, okay. And ఎందుకు so this Hydrilla test can also be asked as to prove oxygen, to prove that plant releases oxygen. Okay, we need to prove this, okay. Our target is this, oxygen, okay. So first what you need to do, even for this experiment also, we used to have some Hydrilla leaves or Hydrilla plant. So we need to collect the Hydrilla plant or stems, we can simply call it a stem. So we need to take the Hydrilla. So Hydrilla leaves will somewhat like this. So in మనం పాండ్లో ఇలా చిన్న మొక్కలు మనం చూస్తాం అన్నమాట, okay. Those are Hydrilla, we don't know it, okay, we don't know that name, but we will be seeing this. సో ఇట్ విల్ బి లైక్ దిస్ హైడ్రిల్లా గ్రీన్గా ఉంటాయి, చిన్న చిన్నగా ఉంటాయి. సో what we need to do is we should cut, okay, cut it, and with the help of some thread you should make a bunch like this. So after making into bunch, so for the conical flask, sorry, funnel, we have to take the funnel like this, okay. So to the funnel here we need to put a hydrilla like this. So we need to insert it, this hydrilla inside the funnel. We need to, with the help of some thread, we should put this leaves, hydrilla leaves within the funnel. And next, after putting it, we need to take the test tube. So we need to take the test tube here, okay. So we need to invert it, okay. Okay, this is the test tube, not exactly. So this test tube is filled with water, okay. So put this setup. So inside will be having the water. So we need to take a funnel like this, test tube filled with water. We need to carefully invert it, okay. Then we need to put the setup in a beaker containing water, okay. So let's say here, so this is the funnel over here. So this is a funnel and our test tube, okay. So these are our hydrilla leaves, okay.
Hello students, myself Sunil Kumar Badal. I have done my BTech from IIT Kanpur. Here at K. Venkanna classes, I teach chemistry. So right now I know you all are busy with your board exam preparation, but let me ask you a question. Suppose you want to be a cricketer. Who would you choose your coach, a cricketer or a wrestler? Answer is definitely cricketer. So in the same way here, we are the group of IITians, NITN and doctor. So if you really want to crack or get a seat into IIT, NIT or any top medical colleges, come here and join us. What are you waiting for? Thank you.
So this is the beaker containing water, and this is the test tube, and this is also filled with water. This is also filled with water. So put this whole setup in beaker. This is a funnel, you know it, okay. So what you do here is put this setup in sunlight. What you need to do, put the setup, okay, setup in sunlight, okay, sunlight for, so manam dindi తీసుకెళ్ళి ఏం చేయాలి, 2 to 3 hours or like that we need to put, తీసుకెళ్ళి ఎండలో పెట్టాలి, okay. What will happen now? What's going to happen? What's going to happen here is you can see some small bubbles like this. What? Oxygen bubbles. So water bubbles like this. These are the, because of the oxygen, okay. These are water bubbles. These are bubbles, okay. So by this experiment we can prove that hence oxygen is released from the plant. So bubbles will come, bubbles will come into the test tube, and you can do the flame test also for oxygen. It will, when light is there, in presence of oxygen it will burn, okay. No oxygen, no burning, like that, okay. Observation, what you observed here, bubbles, yes, bubbles are observed, bubbles are produced, or you can simply say that it is observed or produced, like that. And inference is, what inference? Yeah, simply oxygen is released, Okay, later on you can do the oxygen test also. You can collect this oxygen from the test tube. When you put a lighter there, burns, okay, because it is oxygen. Okay, the light will burn only in the presence of oxygen. In school standard we used to have an experiment. We used to put one candle inside a glass, okay, and later on when no oxygen will put off, when oxygen it will light. So simply this is the experiment, can be asked as your 4-mark answer, so important one, and I have given it so simple language, so simple terms I have given you, simply you can note it down. Okay, this is so simple English. So just we need to put the heading there, we need to draw this diagram, we need to simply write it. So we need to, what we need to take first, collect some any hydrilla plants or like that, take the funnel, insert it, and take a test tube, fill it with water, insert it carefully and put this setup in a sunlight. After few 2 to 3 hours, what can we observe?